YouTube, how we doing? PPS here, YouTube. Play of the day, we are back with one spot, and I'm also going to play a long shot here because it is Dinger Tuesday, and we're back ready to cash a couple tickets with you guys. So, yeah, as always, if you guys could hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel as well. Means a lot. Hopefully, we'll be able to continue to cash some tickets coming off of an L on the last YouTube play of the day. I was really sick with this one. Rodon left the game up 6-4. And then Tim Hill comes in and immediately just shits down his leg, gives up a 3-run bomb to Shea Langoliers. So that was unfortunate because I was feeling pretty damn good about that one. I was feeling pretty good heading there. You know, he ends up getting the lead taken back by the Yankee offense. Obviously, those guys are unreal. So I'll be going back to the Yankee offense today. So obviously looking forward to betting on the Yankees again here. So yeah, as always, if you guys want more plays, make sure you shoot me a DM over on Twitter. I'll be running some promos there. Obviously just going to talk about that on the show. Just because if you guys have been supporting me on the videos, obviously I want to make sure I can give back as best as I can. So yeah, we'll make sure that you guys shoot me a message over there. And yeah, let me pull up my screen here. I'm going to be heading over to Mitch Keller and Brian Wu hits allowed. I'm also be playing the Dodgers A's highest scoring game at plus 800 there. So let's start out with Keller. Keller and Wu, two guys that I usually don't fade. I'm not a huge guy fading Brian Wu. I love Brian Wu. He's been an absolute beast for me in the past. But what I will say is he doesn't walk anybody, and he's facing the Yankees, right? I mean, that's as hard of a spot as you're going to get, right? You get to face the Yankees, who have been obviously the best team against right-handed pitching all year. 133 WRC plus. They've been amazing. That is 10 higher than any other team. 123 with the Mariners is number 2. So that is number 1. Obviously, they have a 10% walk rate, which is always the reason I get scared off of the Yankees is obviously, you know, if they're walking, that doesn't count for hits allowed. But with Brian Wu out there, I have a lot more confidence in the ball being in the zone. And that obviously will make my job a hell of a lot easier here, betting on Wu to give up some hits if he's not missing outside of the zone. Mitch Keller, another tough matchup. He's facing the Mets. He has a 7% walk rate, but the expected ERA being 5.15. Hard hit rate, 42%. Just not striking out anybody either. Only a 17% K rate. And that's to face this Mets team that's been fantastic. Only a 19% K rate, 116 WRC plus. Just a tough lineup to navigate here. Looking at just, you know, pitch mix and stuff like that, he's going to be facing a lot of tough lefties. He's still using that four-seamer about 40% of the time. That has a 10% whiff rate against lefties and a 431 expected batting average and a 678 expected slugging. I think that's going to be obviously a huge issue. And then if you want to go down the order here and you want to look at some of those righties, he's four-seam sinker sweeper. Sinker's getting mashed. The expected numbers on the sweeper is also a lot higher than I was expecting him to be there. 7.5% walk rate. So I'm more trusting the Mets here as a team that doesn't walk too much outside of Juan Soto and Pete Alonso. I think that we're going to see some hits allowed here from Mitch Keller. Love that they do get deep into games. It makes this job a lot easier for me if they can push into that 100 pitch mark, make this a little bit harder for us, or a little bit harder for them to keep under this 5 hits allowed mark. And lastly, I'm going to go a top scoring game. I'm going to go Dodgers A's. I think this is a great spot. Just looking at some of these games, there's a lot of games today that have rain issues. I really like that Twins game for some runs. I'm just worried they don't play. I don't know how that works here. I'd assume that you can't be the highest scoring team if you don't play. So that one looks a little scary because I've been really wanting to play that Orioles team against every single righty possible. But that one is the only other game I really liked to be here. And that does have a lot of weather issues. So I do like this Dodgers-A's matchup. The A's bullpen has been atrocious. So far this year, they are the third worst with a 5.11 ERA. That is not good, obviously. And the Dodgers, obviously, fantastic. They are throwing more of like a bullpen game. I know Landon Knack is starting. I'd assume they get 3 or 4 innings out of them or out of him. Athletics have actually been, pretty good against righties. They have a 106 WRC plus, only a 19% K rate. Expecting them to put up a few. If I can get like 4 out of this A's team, I'll be feeling pretty good about this number because I think the Dodgers score at will in this one. So I'm going to play a quarter unit there at plus 800, playing that to win 2 full units here on this Dodgers A's top scoring game on DraftKings. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. As always, if you could hit that like button, I appreciate it, and subscribe as well. Share it out too. I always appreciate all the support that you guys give me over here on the channel. Should be back to regular scheduled programming for Past the Prop as we move forward. But yeah, excited for this slate, and hopefully we can get a couple winners for you guys. So best of luck on all your bets today, guys, and we'll catch you tomorrow.